It's Monday morning. It's MLK Day, so we have it off. And so I'm down here now. And yeah, I'm pretty happy. That looks pretty good. So, and hopefully solidified, but I'm still gonna try to not touch it. But yeah, proceed forward now with hopefully bringing everything together and finishing up in this video. So here we go. Okay. Nope, I'm gonna wait another day. I'll do some other stuff, but I was holding this and, you know, to put that, which looks very cool, by the way, the tail light in there. And if you see right there, there's a little bit of a thumbprint. So nope, I'm gonna wait an entire another day, give that full 48 hours. But I'm gonna continue on with what I can out of here. Okay, because I'm using my new tool, Patience. I took the panel line wash and I filled in all those, what I guess would be holes. And I filled it right to the top with like a drop in each one. I'm gonna let it just dry in there. And then I think I'll shoot it again with the Future Floor Wax. And then test fit that into the headlight and realized that gold needed to come down. That actually is like beveled. So that gold needed to be around. So I did that again. So because I have to wait on that, I've kind of gone as far as I can go until that fully solidifies. I'm going to turn my attention to this paint stand and a few other things. So before I get to that, you know, just talk about this. So I've got all these Vallejos. I believe that stand holds 43. I didn't count them all, but I have over 43. I think I have 50 something, maybe 60. You can see there's some more down here. I also have, I'm starting to accumulate more Tamiya. So there, you know, is a bunch that's like 2 rows. And I swear it was like maybe less than a year ago, I went through and I organized all this. So I have all these in nice rows on my testers. And here we go, you know, God, just accumulate more and more stuff. So that's kind of a mess. And this is, you know, I had a system going here, but now that I have multiple different kinds of paints, I have multiple different kinds of thinners. So, yeah, you know, the OCD in me is like, yeah, messy. I got to do something about it. Yeah, I want to kind of reorganize this area, bring some of this stuff down here, and have that be a little better. I guess I could, that is flexible. I could cheat this way if I have to. So anyway, the first step is doing this, and they came with this catalog, like that appeals to me, right? And a corner with get the Tamiyas in there, and the big stuff. So anyway, that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. So this is the first step. Okay, Patience has really tested me today. Pulled this out, and of course it was cracked right there. This is upside down. So put it all together. I'm like, I am not returning this and waiting and farting around. So I put it all together, reinforced every single joint, as it were, with some wood glue here, and you know, put some cans on there. So I'm gonna have to let that dry, but I cleared a spot for it and kind of figured out what I want to do here. So all right, so while I'm waiting on that, it's getting there. Yeah, I counted these up. So got 50 of those, and then can you tell I'm bored? Cleared a space for the motorcycle and put that up on the wall. And I used these clips and some hooks. And so I tested it, and that hook being on that side actually increases the tension on there. So it's pretty strong. And this thing is only maybe 2 pounds, so I'm not overly concerned. But I don't want that to fall on there because confession, so when I got these, I originally had them behind there leaning against the wall, and one fell forward and smashed that, and I had to put this back together. So lesson learned, like I double and triple check this. Fingers crossed it doesn't come down on top of there, but hopefully that'll be a cool spot. And then I did some rearranging so that this would be the and that's 1 to 48, so I had to leave it up there, but I moved that one up there and then scrunched these ones down so that this will then become the YouTube community inspired shelf. So, you know, this is my spot for egg planes. So I think I can scrunch those up and get, you know, several egg planes in there, and whatever else. So yeah, it's gotten to the point where I have to dedicate a shelf. Okay, there we go. Hey, something finally worked out. So, fill that up, and these are actually the doubles. And then I had one wash, which I put in with these washes, which I'll put in a thing that I'm ordering for here later. So yeah, everything fit there. And yeah, it works pretty good. So, all right, check that off the list. Okay, it's a little bit later in the day, and I've been able to do some stuff. Got this whole front, the dials and everything, put those decals in there. Those required trimming to get them to fit right, and then hit those with the salva set, and then once those suck down, put some, this is actually Future, brushed some Future in there, and then brought those two pieces together, and was careful not to use the super glue on that because I didn't want to turn that yellow red. So I actually used the crystal clear on that. Same thing on the headlight here. And yeah, I love that black and gold combination. They were actually, our colors were gold and white in high school, but the away uniforms were black. And I just think black and gold is so cool. It's one of my favorite color combinations. Put these decals on here, these 1000s. Kind of buff that out before I put those down, and I'm gonna let those fully dry, again, like 24 hours. Hit them with the salva set. Hopefully that dissolves them down. And then I'll see how they turn out, and then I may hit them with some floor wax as well. We'll see. I mean, from this angle it looks good, but then from here it looks like it's silvering, so you really have to just really wait until it 100% dries and then figure out how you're going to deal with it. Okay, those fenders and stuff dried enough where I can work with it. So first thing I did was this, the front up here, the fork, and so I've got that sitting there waiting. And then I put the back fender on, and then there's kind of like an inner fender in there, and then the rear wheel, which these are pins on each side here that hold it in, and then it's held by the shock absorber as well. And then the engine, and pushed it up in there, and glued it there. And then, oh, I have to screw those screws the rest of the way in. Man, that is just looking so cool. All right, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Made some pretty good progress. I've got these things, whatever they are, on both sides, and all the exhaust on there. All right, again, working on these decals, and there's my attempt right there. We'll see if that fits. I played around with a bunch of different ones, but you know, when you cut it out on a piece of paper and put it on there, it's not the same. So anyway, I'll give that a shot, see how it goes. So this is how it'll look until the rest of that stuff arrives, but at least it's much more organized. This is clear up here. I kind of reorganized my rows there. And then once, so I ordered the Vallejo corner unit and then this other unit here because the Vallejo wouldn't hold these bigger Tamiya ones. but this other thing would, and it has space to hold those bigger bottles. So it'll kind of go around the corner, but so I'll do another, obviously, video when those come. So, and then I moved this over and gave myself some more room over there. And then over here, I usually use the cleaning station. You can kind of see the pattern there. I just leave that up there. It's just easier to hold the brush, airbrush, and then shoot this way. And then that way, when I go to clean the brush, I know it's clear over here, and I can shoot into there with the cleaner to blow it out and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, reorganizing, and I'm real happy with that shelf unit. I think that's going to work nice, and then I'll have even more storage within that one thing that's going to arrive. So yeah, that's my update on the workshop. So I'm at 11 minutes. I think I'm going to finish it up here. So hopefully I'll get to it next weekend and finish it up and get a final out by next week. So as always, thanks for watching and happy modeling.